Well, the first Remembering Vinapani festival we had was in 2015. Why the festival was, well, the circumstances were sad. Well, let's just say that it was, we thought after Vinapani passed away in 2014, 30th of November, and it was very unexpected. It came as a shock to all of us because even though she was not in great health, we did not think that she would leave us so suddenly. So we thought the best way to celebrate Vinapani and the legacy that she has left behind not only for people who were working with her, but a lot of other actors who have been influenced by her, was to celebrate the person that she was and the person that she was creatively. So hence we thought we will have a festival in her name and call it as a performing arts festival.
And 2015 April is her birthday, so we thought that what to do. Should we do a prayer meeting? And people say, what the hell? The last person to reject a prayer meeting will be Vinapani. She will say, if I die next day, go and do a rehearsal. That's what she do it. And that's what exactly we should do it. So then we said, what about a gathering of some friends and people we can just bring and whatever they want to perform. And then we start spreading the word. Most of the friends said, we will come. Okay, we know that you are in a financial situation, but we will come. Don't worry about the cost. That's how this festival is started.
One tagline that she used to tell was, anything and everything can be theatre. So that would mean, music can be theatre, dance can be theatre, theatre can be theatre, a painting can be theatre. So it offers that kind of a possibility. Hence, we thought when we model the festival, we will call it as a performing arts festival where a lot of different genres of performances would come.
So it's create a kind of newness for the performer also. When they comes here to perform, they know that they comes to perform in a temple is a word I will not use it, but still I will use a word in Tamil called Kovil. This is a place where performers Kovil is, and they will come, and most of the performers felt they gave them their best performance in Adishakti festival.
I like the treatment of the festival itself, where the priority is given to the art first and then the festival comes later. So when they invited me to bring the full-length work of mine, that's such a great representation of their thought process behind the festival itself. But then when you come here, you really understand what the festival or what the place is about also. It's marinating in artistic value, right? This is what they want to bring out, the artistry in its purest form, and that's why the place is built in such a way, and it's there. You can stay here and develop your work, and you can isolate yourself away from all the distractions and focus on your artistry, and that really comes out when you're here. And the festival had such intellectual audience and such unique diversity of audience as well. We had a few cleaners come and watch, a few farmers and few other kind of food community folks as well.
इतने प्यार से करा गया ये फेस्टिवल, इतना केयर के साथ। आप बाहर डेकोरेशन देखिए, आप लोग देखिए, it's really done with so much love and care, not just for Vinapani, but also for the form that she practiced. And I'm grateful that I've got to come here and perform in this theatre here, जहाँ पे क्या नहीं बना, किसने नहीं perform करा, क्या नहीं।
I'm extremely fortunate that I have gotten a chance to perform at the Adishakti. And I think this place has some very, very good vibes because of all the good work that's happened here. It has amazing vibes. I mean, things were coming out from my mouth very easily, and that happens only when a place has such good vibes. It was awesome. I can't forget this experience. brilliant. Thank you.
तो पहले तो हम थैंक यू कहना चाहते हैं आदिशक्ति वीणा पानी फेस्टिवल को कि हमें तीसरी बार मौका दिया है और हमें बहुत अच्छा लगता है यहाँ के गाना बजाना करने के लिए। और यहाँ की ऑडियंस जो है बहुत सुरीली और बहुत समझदार है, तो हमें जब कोई सुनने वाला और कोई समझदार हो तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है, गाना बजाने का भी मज़ा आता है।
This year we have three of Adishakti's plays. One is Bali, one is Bhumi, and one is Urmila. And we have other plays that are coming. So we have Ilham, and then we have Savera. This is the first time we have a morning dawn concert, and we are very, very excited. We don't know how many people would come, but we are hoping that people would walk in the darkness and walk out in the sunlight. So we are very excited about that. And we have another dance performance that's coming called Yele Uta, and then we have Mallika Taneja's show called Do You Know This Song, and then we also have Varsi Brothers coming with their Kavali. So we are very, very excited. And this year, and also we have a workshop. We usually have a lineup of workshop that happens, but this year it's been very hectic. We haven't had a lot of time to organize and get in touch with artists as how we would do it. We have done it in the past. So it's a smaller festival this time, but with a great lineup of shows that are here. So we are very, very excited, and I am really looking forward to the dawn concert.
Today I am going to present some kalam that speaks about love and longing in the aspect of Ishq-e Hakiki. So this is the love which we profess or love which we feel towards the divine. Here the difference between spiritual and religious context would be that spiritual goes by experience. Anything spiritual that we sing, it talks about the experience that we feel in our hearts. Whereas religion talks about someone else's experience which is written in the book.
तो आदिशक्ति एक फेस्टिवल है, तो उस पर हम पहले भी 2 बार आ चुके हैं और ये आज भी हम यहाँ पर हैं। और आज हमारा सवेरे का कोई कार्यक्रम था, तो उस पर हमने कुछ भजन गाए, कुछ हमारे ट्रेडिशनल सॉन्ग गाए, कुछ हमारे खुद के लिखे हुए थे वो सुनाए। और हम लंगा कम्युनिटी से है और जो हमारा इंस्ट्रूमेंट जो है वो है सिंधी सारंगी। तो मैं सिंधी सारंगी प्ले करता हूँ, खड़ताल है और हम ढोलक को भी साथ में हमारे। तो ये 3 इंस्ट्रूमेंट और बजाने वाले और 2 गाने वाले।
The Bhumi is a play, is an adaptation from a famous Malayalam short story by Sarah Joseph. And then later that story became a theatre play she wrote with a different format. And I then the adaptation and translation plus direction. The play is all about transgression to body. Transgression or rape, or for that matter, any kind of violation is impassionately we can look at it from an outside world where it is don't affect us, it don't touch us. But the moment if it has happened within your community, within the faculties you are operating, what will happen? Do you have enough faculties to respond? Do you have agency? These are the crux ideas that is the play is dealing with.
There are 2 characters that I play, which is Araja and Ambika. Araja is at a completely different stage of courage than Ambika. In Ambika's case, we see that there are certain things that has happened in her life, and she made a choice to overcome the difficulty to practice her art that she keeps very close to her heart. So what is that journey that she takes as Ambika, and what happens to Araja where she's confined to the social norms and traditional norms of a society, and how much of a freedom can she exercise? And between Araja and Ambika there is a journey that takes place.
Nimi wrote and directed is sort of a reimagination of an excerpt from the Ramayana, where there's a very sort of straightforward way of seeing the events that led to Bali's death. But in this particular production, there's a sort of enquiry into what it could have been on an emotional plane, or rather a very what you call a very human scale of it, when you look at things and approach it emotionally rather than just buying into very canonical and traditional narrative style.
The concept of Bali is to reflect upon our own notions of right and wrong and how we understand them. And if there is a middle ground between right and wrong, is it possible for one to access that space is what we really explored in Bali.
It's one of my favorite plays that I have been a part of. Kili and Moli are caricatures of the entire play, and at different points we are putting up performances of different perspectives in a more playful manner about stories of Bali, Sugriva, Tara, Angada, all of them.
And there was very clear directives about each character, why the character is doing this, the emotion of the character, the journey of the character, all of that. So when you ask me how did I find the character, it really is, it's all like actually come from Nimi, because she would have like very clear directions of things.
It's a dream to work with a director who knows exactly what he wants, or he or she wants, and it's also the fact that she can maneuver you exploring different stages of the acting, the craft of acting, and then get to a point that she wants.
Then talking about Urmila, of course the narrative is straight, which is that she's been told to sleep for 14 years and then she sleeps for 14 years. And here we are asking a question, what if she had an agency to say no? Sleep also has many different meanings. Are we sleeping politically? Are we, what are the, if one were to say if our inability is a kind of a sleep, then what are the things that we question? So that's what Urmila does.
Every culture, the people who put us sleep or put us in love, they are all very lovable creatures in our stories, in our myths, in our songs, so on and so forth. So that's the extent we try to create like something that is lovable, even though they are aggressive, very aggressive, still create a lovable portrayal of their physicality.
So Yele Utta in Kannada means a grand meal. So it's we're talking about having a lovely grand meal, probably in a wedding or in some kind of other social engagement or some kind of a ceremony. And the whole piece started off with the idea of sharing that joy, irrespective of the class, irrespective of what kind of division that human systems that we have, we are all having the same kind of experience when we sit and eat in a Yele Utta. We usually use spoon as a measurement scale where, it's small and it's, but we have like a really massive spoon here where we're talking about let your generosity be as big. So we've developed the entire thing where we're talking about the whole piece through the eyes of a grain of rice, where it wants to go and where it ends up.
बहुत ही रोज़मर्रा की ज़िंदगी की रोज़मर्रा की चीज़ों के बारे में इसमें बातें हैं, जैसे किन चीज़ों से हमको खुशी मिलती है, कहाँ हम अटक जाते हैं, क्यों हमारे सपने टूट जाते हैं, ख़ासकर औरतों के, क्यों वो चूल्हे चक्के में ऐसे गुम जाती हैं, क्यों लोगों की आवाज़ें दब जाती हैं. मतलब मुझे लगता है पूरा का पूरा पीस ही स्कोर है. इट्स अ स्कोर in which the dialogue is also very much part of the music of the piece.
you also enjoying? So that was really amazing.
I came here for the first time, but it was fantastic to see. And I came with the child. He was cooperative, and it's a one-time opportunity which I could have not missed. So thank you for showing this.
I just walked out of this performance that was a visual treat in all ways. The dancing, the movements, the core of it all was absolutely amazing, and it's going to stay in my mind for a very long time.
What a morning we have had. It's amazing, to wake up with the birds and to hear as though it's a mix of whether the birds are singing or the humans are singing. It's an absolute blend with the nature. And right to come here with the absolute darkness, you hear just the music, and then slowly the lights come in, you start to see the artists, the instruments, and then the full music. It's like, you're waking up along with nature.
It was absolutely amazing. I loved it. The diversity of the content that we got, like the changing of the costumes and the move shifting from one scene that was very, very serious and deep to a scene that was very playful and gave the energy of it gave the show energy, that it wasn't just intense, but it had that intensity. It had that playfulness. There was a scene with all the battle ropes. It was absolutely amazing.
Oh, the vibe is beautiful. I've been coming here regularly for for as long as it has been happening. These are one of the few rare moments that come for free and with so much joy and this generosity, it is something to be valued and really treasured, and I hope they continue doing this. It's really beautiful.
So throughout all our festivals, we've always had volunteers who have come in and make the festival possible. These volunteers, some of them are our workshop participants, some of them have had a long relationship with Adishakti for a very, very long time. Some of the volunteers have seen the Adishakti place and they've been wanting to be part of Adishakti as a space. So people come during the festival for different reasons. We put them up here and we work very early in the morning to very late at night. And we do it with such joy because we are doing it for arts and we are doing it for artists. And I think everybody who is a volunteer here, who have been a volunteer here, they have felt that it is their festival. And of course, all our people who are supporting us in doing our creative work, and the artists who come here, taking care of their accommodation, their food need, all of them, they are also from our villages. They are our ammas and they are our annas who have helped us keep the space as a very special space. So without them and their hard work and their sweat, I am very convinced that Adishakti wouldn't be as beautiful as it is. And I think that's what very truly and selflessly happens at Adishakti. The volunteers who come in, the ammas who are here, the annas who are here, and the artists who come here, we all collaborate to make something that's very magical.
So please, anybody watching this, if you want to, just pack your bags and come to Pondicherry, Tamil Nadu. We are in Auroville, Tamil Nadu area. So come and watch this performance. We can say it will be a wholehearted and it will be an experience to be with this community to watch the festival. So please do. And if you can't make it in this year, please plan for next year. April is the month. Most of the time we start after Veena Pandey's birthday on April 5th. So chalk your calendar or charge your calendar or mark your calendar, whichever way you want to do it.